Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's daily kind of draft. We've got a fun one today. It is early access day here on the channel. Some of my favorite days of the entire year. Thanks so much to Wizards of the Coast for access to this streamer event account where we get to play the Avatar: The Last Airbender Magic the Gathering set before it releases to the public here on MTG Arena. And we're starting with a sealed build. This video is going to drop on Thursday morning. And your pre-releases are in a day or two here. So I want to make sure that we get a practical sealed build experience and plays. Make sure you're ready for your experience this weekend. Now, in this queue, we do get to pick our faction. And it looks like they're trying to replicate the character boosters that are going to be in your packs this weekend too. So I'm going to go with Toph here. You know, I've already had a couple of practice drafts under my belt here on this event, and I have really enjoyed Earthbending, and I think Toph is going to be a fun faction to build around here. So we're going to enter this sealed event with Toph as our character, open our packs, build our deck, play some matches. All right, what do we got? Well, we got some busted cards, I'll tell you that. The Legend of Roku. It's a great one. It's 4 mana. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. Till the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Chapter 2, add 1 mana of any color. Chapter 3, he turns into a 4/4 with Firebending 4. You can pay 8 to make a 4/4 dragon with flying and Firebending 4. It's great. Lots of great stuff going on. The Great Divide Guide, 2 mana, 2/3. Each land and ally can tap for any color. Including himself, so he's kind of a mana dork. Boomy Unleashed. We've got Earthbender Ascension. We've got the Earth King. And then a couple of blue cards as well. But I'm already looking at green-red here based off of the rares, which makes sense because we chose Toph as our character booster. So, what's the first thing I'm going to do here? We are going to take a look at some of the more notable cards that stick out to me. And if there's a reason I want to go into those colors for those cards here. Destroy target attacking creature, airbend a creature you control. That's actually pretty good. We've also got a copy of Invasion Reinforcements, Zhong Deserters here. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through this so I don't spend like a half an hour on this deck build. And I'm probably going to make a cut once I go through all this to my final deck build as well so we can get into these games. But I also want to make sure you get experience for looking through a pool and kind of what you want to look for and how you want to build this here too. So we know we've got these green-red cards here. Combustion Man. I've had fun with this one too. 5 mana 4/6 when it attacks, you get to target a permanent, and if they don't have Combustion Man deal 4 damage to them, you get to destroy that permanent. Including lands, which is like really good. Haru Hidden Talent. Whenever another ally you control enters, Earthbend 1. It's been pretty good as well. Raucous Audience is the mana dork for the set. We'll take it. Double Rocky Rebuke. Get a bite a creature at instant speed. Don't mind if I do. I've enjoyed playing with Sparring Dummy as well. 2 mana 1/3 Defender. Tap mill a card. You may put a land card milled this way into your hand. And if it's a lesson, you gain 2 life. The Ancestry is kind of like a regrowth. And it creates a clue. That's pretty good. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, 2 mana 2/2 makes a food, and whenever you sacrifice a food, you can go search for a library. Search your library for a land. But then he goes onto the bottom of the library, because in the show, he shows up, and then he disappears, and then he shows up again, and his cabbage is always ruined. Toph Blind Bandit, that's another great one. Earthbends 2, and it's like a 3 mana 2/3 that comes with a 2/2 with more upside than that. We've got the 3 Trials, Boomy King of the 3 Trials, 6 mana 4/4. When it enters, choose up to X, where X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. Get 3 counters on him. You get to Scry 3 or Earthbend 3. There are a lot of lessons in this set, I've found, and I'm not actually seeing a ton in our pool, interestingly. Where are the red lessons? Firebending lesson, we have 1. Interesting, there's not a ton. There's Seismic Sense, which is a lesson. Earthbending lesson. Got a lot of green cards. I think it's going to take a lot for me to not play green here. We've got the Boomy Unleashed, the Boulder, Ready to Rumble, the Earth King himself, Badger Mole, which is a good earthbending card. There's the Boomy, the Sabertooth, Flopsy, Boomy's buddy. If we got Boomy, we got to have Flopsy, right? 6 mana 4/4, put a counter on each creature you control. And then they can't be blocked by more than one creature for your big ones. Foggy Swamp Vine Vendor. I don't like this one as much. We do have Earth Kingdom General. 4 mana 2/2 Earthbend 2, and then you can gain some life when you Earthbend. The Earthbending Lesson. Yeah, this one's not as great. Ostrich Horse also not as great. Earthbender Ascension. All right, I didn't even read this during the rares. When it enters Earthbend 2, okay, then search your library for a basic land on the battlefield tap, then shuffle, okay. And whenever a land enters, put a quest counter, and if you do, then when it has 4 or more, put a counter on creature you control against trample. Yeah, pretty good. Cycle of Renewal is a lesson that can help us get more stuff as well. Legend of Roku's going in here for sure. We could probably put these in for now. Those are fine. Platypus Bear, probably not for this deck. We've got 2 Zuko's Exiles and an Aang's Journey. Okay, we're already over 41 with this pool, which is kind of crazy. Firebending Lessons. Boomy Bash is probably pretty good. Do we have good fixing here? Not really. Are there cards in other colors I would even consider wanting to splash in this deck? Taking a look through really quick. This is a double blue card. Probably not super great. The Mechanist, whenever you cast a non-creature, make a clue until end of turn. Target artifact becomes a 3/1 with flying. That's pretty good. But I think our pool like screams to play green, which makes sense because we took the Toph character booster. So what I learned from this, if they seeded this similarly to your pre-release kits, you're probably pretty likely to be playing the colors of the character that you did choose. I look through black here, not great. So yeah, green-red is basically what I'm going to lock in here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this deck build. Then I'll make a cut for you, and we'll hop into the games. Okay, here's the deck I ended up with. And one thing I want to mention for you earthbending folks out there, especially for your pre-release, what I've already found in my drafts, and what I'm going to do in this sealed pool as well, is I'm going to run 18 lands in this deck. Now, that already proves to me that this format I think is going to be pretty fun when you're already considering things that you don't normally have to do in a normal format. It's going to be a little bit complicated, but when you're earthbending all of your lands, you want to make sure that you have enough lands both to earthbend and still cast your spells while not having to tap all your lands as well. I would not be shocked if I end up playing a draft in this format that has 19 lands in it. I think it's going to be very possible because I mean, I had no issue running 18 lands in a deck that I 4-0'd with in a draft earlier today, running 18 lands. And I think you want to make sure you have enough lands to do that. So if you're going to be playing green, especially an earthbending kind of deck here this weekend and into the drafts next week, consider running 18 lands. And we'll see how this goes in the games and if that ends up paying off for me. But I have a feeling it will. I like this. I like the look of this one a lot. See you in game number 1. Okay, here we are. We are on the draw. We've got a 2-drop, a 4-drop, and a 5-drop. It's not the greatest of hands, but I think it's fine enough for a keep here. That'll help too. Alright, got a 2 mana, 2/1. It dies into other things. Alright, Earthbending Lesson, nice little draw, or Ascension, nice little draw here. Get to Earthbend 2 next turn and get a land card onto the battlefield. And that will let us hit Roku on turn 4. Uncle Iroh. Alright, 3 mana, 4/2, Firebending 1, and Lessons cost less for them. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do this. Put it on the forest, and then go get mountain here. And just gotta make sure I don't die. That could end up being an issue. I might trade the Haru for for the 1/1 here? I'm not sure. Never mind. What if it just died instead? All right, this could end up being a little rough here. Let's see. I mean, if I play the Legend of Roku, I'm not doing anything else. I'm taking 6 more damage, going to 6, and then I have to hope that next turn's going to be good enough. All right, well, let's try it. Are they just mono red or something? All right, so next turn we're going to have 7 mana. Oh, we're just dead. They're lightning striking our face. We're just mega dead. Okay, well that was one of the more aggressive draws that I've seen from the opposing deck. So that's not normal, folks. Well, I guess we're playing 2 out of 3, matched against the same opponent here. That's what happens when the queues are a little bit smaller. So we're going against mono red again, I guess. Ooh, that's not the draw you want to see when you only have green cards. So we're going to play Haru, and then hopefully we can kill an X1. That's my hope with this hand. And that is an X1. I think I'll learn my lesson, and, pun intended, if they attack, I will block this time. Not only does that not let me block, that blanks my true ancestry, so that's great. Okay, well I can cycle the saber-tooth moose lion and then get it back next turn and make a clue and draw a card, but I'm probably just going to be dead before any of that matters. How do you go mono red and sealed? How is that possible? I mean, we're not doing anything to the board, so this is not going particularly well. It might be a very quick 0-2. I mean, sure. I guess I'll do this while I can. And then next turn, I might just die. For those of you that have never done a pre-release and are watching this and are like, is this how this is going to be this weekend? The answer, I really hope the answer is no, because I have never played against a deck that does this. Okay, good. They can't even cast that, so that's nice. I mean, we are at 7. Next turn we have to play a 6-mana 4/4. That's all we... Are we going to play a 6-mana 7/7? Oh, that's busted. Okay, so we know they have at least 2 lightning strikes in their deck, so I'm basically dead no matter what. So this was great. Yeah. Sure. Don't know what to say. Do you have a lightning strike as well? It's incredible. This might be one of the best, most consistent mono red decks I've ever seen in sealed. Okay. Okay, we have a different opponent this time, so cross your fingers. Alright, it's not mono red. Alright, Raucous Audience. I think I'm going to lead on Haru here, because next turn I can play Great Divide Guide and then still be able to Earthbend. It means I don't get access to the ally mana right now, but this is an ally and I can use that to maybe Rocky Rebuke something. So could end up being all right. Okay, Earth Kingdom General. Gets to Earthbend 2 and gain 2 life here. So now the question becomes, do I want to kill any of these creatures? I think the answer is probably the Raucous Audience. I don't care too much about them gaining life. I feel like I have the long game wrapped up. So this Raucous Audience giving them extra mana is probably the most annoying. So let's go ahead and do this. I have to tap both of my things to do it, but I think that's okay. And as long as this Divide Guide survives... Divide Guide? Can cast Combustion Man next turn. But I don't have full confidence that that will happen. If it does die, I can True Ancestry, get it back, and replay it, which that's something. So we'll see. Both of those options aren't horrible. Alright. Aang, the last airbender, making me replay the Haru. Sure. I think I just play the Combustion Man then. Yeah, let's get this guy down. He's a big blocker. He's a very threatening attacker. See if they can do anything about him. The answer is yes, they can kill it. Okay, there's a good amount of things we can do here. I can play a land and the Moose Lion, and if they kill it, then I take 7 and go to 6. Conversely, I can play Haru and a land, and then I have 4 more land left. I can play the General, and then Earthbend 2, Earthbend 1, gain 2 life. Could also just do that next turn. Okay, let's... No, I'm going to play the Moose Lion. I don't know what's technically correct here. There's a pretty good chance it dies and I go to 6, but... can go back up to 8. This does have reach, so it holds off Holds off Aang. Aang cannot win this fight against the saber-toothed moose lion. There's a chance I should have baited out removal with these other cards so that this thing could survive, but okay, they have their own Haru hidden talent. Ah, that is a little brutal. That means I do not have the extra mana. But I think we'll be okay. So let's do Haru and then Earth Kingdom General here. These Earthbend abilities have been difficult to figure out where to put. So this being a 1/1 isn't the most relevant thing in the world. So I'm going to turn that into a 2/2. And then I'm declining the first one so that I can gain 2 life from the second one. And I guess nah, I'll do no attacks. Because if I attack and then they kill the Earth Kingdom General, they can swing back for 7 or 8. And I mean, I guess I could potentially win that race, but I have a way to get something back from my yard. Wow, what is that one? This creature gives +1/+0 for each color among allies you control. Sure, I don't think they'll be able to Earthbend 5 with it. Currently I can get back Combustion Man, but I can't cast him. It's kind of annoying. I can get back Great Divide Guide, but I don't need that necessarily. Let's see if they want to trade a bunch of creatures for this, and then I can use True Ancestry to get him back. No, it looks like they don't. So then I probably trade off the Earth Kingdom General, get him back next turn, and recast him. I think that's probably the plan. Let's see here. Yikes. That's a card to draw. Well, they don't have removal for the Moose Lions, so as long as they can't remove this, I can hold back basically their whole board. Okay, let's play Badger Mole, and then if I put the counter here, then I can hold back most of their creatures with the 4/4. Yeah, let's do that. Gain 2 life here. And then just kind of sit here and hope they can't kill the Moose Lion. And if they can, I'll use Ancestry to get it back. I mean, we're just playing the same deck against each other and they're drawing all their rares. I don't know what's going to be the the mirror breaker here in this particular matchup. We can't even cast like Roku if we get it. I need another mountain. They draw another like Earthbending 4 spell or something? What are they doing? Quit drawing gas. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know what to say, man. He drew a 5/5 that put 6 counters on things. They drew a rare Earth King that made a 4/4, and they drew their mythic Legend of Kyoshi. Okay. I gotta go tall, I think. Earthbend 5 now. Oh, Magic is frustrating sometimes, isn't it? They had no cards in their hand, and they ripped probably their 3 best cards in their deck, one after another. I said I don't know what would be the mirror breaker here. I think it's this card. It's another great one. I probably have to double block this thing. I mean, what? It's a 13 powered creature? I mean, I'm sure they have removal to blow me out, but if they do, I just concede and then quit playing Magic forever. What are these decks, man? I don't think I have a chance at winning this. I'm not even sure what I could draw. So lands have trample. Okay, friends, you saw what might be the 2 best sealed decks I think I've ever played against in my entire life. I hope you, tomorrow, when you open your pools, you get to open like our opponents did today, because you get to see on the other side of the battlefield the good decks. Because now they get to... Maybe they accidentally recast the Legend of Karuk and draw 14 cards next turn or something. Maybe that's an out. Why can't I cast these? Oh, I can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hand this next turn. This was fun. This was fun. All right, so we absolutely destroyed this video here today, and because it's so late, it's the video I'm going to post, so you get to see it regardless of how I did. You can see the 7 wins, 0 losses here with a deck that I thought was quite good. And yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck this weekend. See you soon here at Daily Draft.